Hi Peter, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your video hitting evaluation. So if you're ready, Peter, let's get after it. Okay, so the first thing we do when we do these evals is we kind of check your setup. Okay, so let's get that foot back down on the ground. Okay, so you look to be a pretty big kid. Let's wait. I better watch and see what you do with your foot here. Okay, for as big as you are, bud, I think you should get a little bit wider. Okay, I think that front foot should be more like in here. Okay, the key to hitting and being consistent is being athletic in the batter's box and watching that first swing and watching you almost lose your balance a little bit on the back side there a little bit. We want to make sure we're in an athletic position. So I would widen my stance a little bit. Let's go back here and see, get rid of that line so I can see your foot. Okay, so it looks like to me that when you took your stride, Peter, let's get your feet back together here, that this foot went that way a little bit. Okay, and hang on a second, I want to watch real close here. Yeah, it does. So you step to the left a little bit, kind of in the bucket a little bit. So Peter, you gotta find a way to get rid of that, buddy, because that is jail for a hitter. When you step that way, you open up the biggest can of worms you would not believe. That means your front hip starts in an open position. That means your front shoulder is going to open up way quicker than it's supposed to when you make your swing. So you have to find something to get you out of that habit of stepping to the left, or in the bucket as they call it at times. Okay, because that's going to get you in. That's going to put you behind the 8-ball as a hitter. And what it does is it doesn't give you the ability to repeat what you do. Okay, you can't drive your back leg as hard as you'd like to because there's nothing to drive your back leg into. Okay, so the goal as a hitter to create as much speed as we can, as much power as we can with our bat, is to drive this knee down to the inside of a firm, closed front side. Okay? And if you let your feet open up like that, you're not going to be able to put as much pressure on that back knee to the inside of that front foot. Therefore, you're not going to create as much resistance from your back to your front. Therefore, you're not going to create as much energy going up your body, through your core, through your hands, and out to your bat. Okay, so like I said, it opens a huge can of worms. So I can't emphasize enough to you, Peter, the importance of stepping straight, right at the pitcher. Okay, we can't have you step this way to open. We can't have you step this way to close. It has to be straight. Okay? Okay, so let's, we were on the same page there. Let's look at where you are from a standpoint of your bat path goes. I love where your bat is right now. Nice high position. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so you drop your bat pretty radically, Peter, from the standpoint you get flat too soon. Okay, we want our bat level, flat, however you want to call it, as it crosses these 2 points. Okay, 2 or 3 inches behind home plate to 4 or 5 inches in front of home plate. Okay, So you're already flat way back there, and that's going to just take a long time for you to get from, I know it goes fast on the video, but in real time that takes a long time to get back to where we need to go. Okay, so we want to make sure that, I want you to think of it like an airplane, Peter. Airplanes don't just drop out of the sky and stop on the runway. They make a gradual descent down till they get close to the runway, then they flatten out and they land, right? So as a hitter, we want our bat to do the same thing. We want to start it on a downward angle towards the contact area, and the closer we get to the contact area, we want to start flattening out to when we get to the contact area, our bat is flat through it. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. That analogy does. Okay, because it's really important that we don't get flat too soon. Let's see what happens after contact. Okay, you get really good extension through the baseball. You're back to 50-50 from a weight distribution standpoint, which is good. Your finish is pretty good too. Let's watch another swing. Let's stop it right there real quick and get rid of those lines so I can see you. Oops. Let's watch that front foot again. What's it do? Go straight. That one looked a little better there, Peter. Okay. Again, pretty good position at contact. Make sure you're not locking that. I can't see it because of the angle. Make sure you're not locking out that front leg, okay? Make sure you still have some flex in your leg. Hitters that have a tendency to lock that front leg out have a tendency to get the ball in the air a little bit too much for my liking. So again, good extension through the baseball. So two things, Peter. Number one, stride straight. Stride straight. Number two, make sure you're not getting too flat too early. Okay, so I'll give you a quick drill for that. Have somebody throw you a soft toss, stick a tee behind home plate, and make sure that your bat is not hitting that tee, okay, but it's really close to that tee. We want that swing plane as it comes down. We want that swing plane to just barely, maybe even nick that tee and straight to the zone. If it's like this and it's way above it, that's no good either. We want that thing to be right down close to that tee as we come through to make contact with that baseball. And that'll help you shorten your swing a little bit. So Peter, I want to thank you and your parents for coming to ABC Baseball Camp this summer, and I want to thank you for doing your hitting eval and enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you next summer. Thank you. Bye-bye.